All right. Thank you guys so much. That was a little bit of spirit for you for 19 Miles on Fat Tuesday. Would y'all like to meet these guys now? All right. Well, you're on this side, so you're closest to me.
Let's do it.
And I know you the least.
Let's get to know each other.
Okay, let's get to know each other. So, your name is... I can't read that. Can you read that? Why is your name so small?
It's a small name. I can tell you my name, too.
Go for it.
It is Bronco.
Well, see, I was
Got
going to
it.
make a joke about redhead, but that's not your last name.
No, but it's close.
It's close.
And I've been called that many a time.
So, Bronco, thanks for being here to 19 Miles. How did you wind up here?
I mean, I've been in the Nashville area since 2010. And I've always heard about this, and one thing led to another, and here we are. And I'm so glad to be here.
So you live here in the area. You're a
right.
songwriter.
I'm
You've
a
been in
songwriter.
a Christian rock band that
Yep.
toured all over the world.
That's right. Yeah.
And you're going to play country tonight, is that right?
Yeah, I'm going to play just like singer-songwriter stuff and tell y'all some stories, a little bit about my background. But yeah, that's how I got here was probably like 90% of other people. They came on music. And we're in, 2010. I actually moved here the day of the flood. I was like shooting pool with a friend. I was like, is this a good idea? Do we need to be here? But it was the best, and I love it here, and I'm so happy to call it home. But yeah, that's how it happened. I got to play faith-based music. It was the best.
Great. So I try to ask a weird question sometimes. What's one word that we should look out for in your song tonight?
Ooh, one word? I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna play, other than one song, I'm gonna play a bunch of new stuff. Which it's all gonna be all new to y'all anyways, not so new to me. Or my wife, who's listening on YouTube right now, and she's like, I've heard these songs millions of times. One word, gracefully. I say gracefully. I love that. I love the word grace.
Okay, y'all heard it. See how many times he sings it tonight. There could be a prize. He's giving away a new car and a jean jacket.
That's right. Yep. The car's used, but it's got a full tank of gas, and it's in the parking lot right now.
Bronco, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Let's meet the lovely ladies that are in between the two lovely gentlemen. Now, wait, you look familiar.
Do I? Maybe.
You had pink hair last time I saw you.
I might have had some pink hair last time I was
Do y'all
here.
remember Lindsay, right?
It is Lindsay.
Wow, Lindsay. Lindsay's performed for us before on 19 Miles, and I didn't catch your sister's name.
I was there. I was in the audience.
I would talk to you. I talked to you that night.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Madeline.
Madeline.
Mm-hmm.
But the name of your band is Virginia Lou?
That is.
But neither one of your name is Virginia or Lou.
No. That's actually, that was our mama's name, our grandma.
Aww. Y'all are getting good at this.
Nice.
So what brought y'all to 19 Miles? How did y'all wind up on our stage?
Well, Lindsay had such a great time last year, and we said, well, why don't we do it together again? So here we are.
And so how long have you been together? As they're sisters. Okay.
We are sisters.
How
We are
long have you
sisters.
been together performing musically?
I guess officially under Virginia Lou for almost a year now. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's safe to say that probably we launched your career as Virginia Lou, pretty much.
Yeah,
Possibly.
you might be able to.
We'll say that. Well, thank y'all so much for being here again. I do know that they do have some merch back in the back, so we'll talk about more about that later. But thank y'all so much. We'll look forward to hearing from you. And then we have the gentleman on the end. How many of y'all know Charlie? Yep. Now, Charlie, turn off your ears. Charlie is probably the nicest, most humble guy I know. And he can sing. Actually, he can sing. So he's got a new CD, and he's got it back there. So, Charlie, how have you been?
Well, I'll tell you, I quit writing, quit playing, quit everything back in the 90s, and wasn't going to do it no more. And I had a chance encounter with, I'd written a song on the hood of my truck there where I was working for Vanna and Liz Wilson, and Miss Vanna come out and saw me and stopped and asked me what I was doing. That's why I wrote this song here for my friend's wedding. And tell me what you think. And she liked it and inquired about my music. And I said, well, I used to write. I don't do it anymore. But she said, well, was interested and wanted to hear some of my stuff. So, yeah, I started, y'all can blame her for this. I accept no responsibility. But, yeah, that got me back to writing and playing. And it's just what I do now.
Yeah, I asked him earlier about coming on the radio station for doing a show and things. And he said, well, I do a lot of nursing homes these days, and I play out a lot. I've got to schedule that. He's also busy. You have a shooting range here in town. He also knows how to shoot. And let me tell you, he can tell you what's wrong. I went one day, and he said, no, you got to do this. Almost a bullseye right after that.
I've done it once or twice.
Well, Charlie Hafner, thank you so much for being here.
It's an honor. Thank you.
I'm glad that all of you are here. Bronco, are you ready to start?
I'm ready to start, yeah.
Let's give it up for Bronco.
Hey, y'all. So glad to be here. I love Writers' Rounds. Let me just say really quick, what's nice about Middle Tennessee is, in terms of Franklin and Nashville, the surrounding areas, is every corner you turn, there's probably going to be a musician. They probably have a story to tell. And you living here, we had that opportunity to hear those stories. And I'm so blessed to be here and be a part of it in such a small way. But I'm from way of Alabama, South Alabama. My father and mother were both in the military, along with 3 older brothers, twin sister who married a military man, and undecided for my little sister. But I had a different path, but the military has always meant so much to me. And so I wanted to write a song and get as close as I possibly could. And I want to dedicate this song to my dad, who just passed away in January 5th. But he served in the military for 50 years. And I got to play him this song, and it means so much to me. So if anyone here has served or is serving, thank you all so much. But this song is called Front Side Post. It's just about 2 guys getting back together and talking about their time in the military. Come on in, my old friend. Haven't seen you since Reggie passed. How's your mom? And how's the job? We've been through hell, but we made it back. Your tattoos faded, still can't sleep. Tough as nails, but my ears still ring. I'd be better if I was at this bar, throwing darts, talking about love and war and coming home in a hero's uniform. A couple of southern boys, what did we know about leaving home? That ain't the way to see the world, through a front side post. Still smells the same, nothing's changed, except for the price of a 2-for-1. And the music's loud, and a younger crowd picking fights just for the fun. And we reminisce on the lines we crossed, raise a toast to those we lost. I'd be better if I was at this bar, throwing darts, talking about love and war and coming home in a hero's uniform. A couple of southern boys, what did we know about leaving home? That ain't the way to see the world, through a front side post. No, no. The years they pass us by like ships do in the night, and I hope they have a bar like this on the other side. I'd be better if I was at this bar, throwing darts with you, talking about love and war and coming home in a hero's uniform. A couple of southern boys, what did we know about leaving home? That ain't the way to see the world, through a front side post. No, no. Thank you, guys.
Can you hear me now? Yeah. That was beautiful, Bronco. It's really a powerful thing about music when you can actually see the song, and I feel like I was right there with you. So, my name is Madeline,
I'm Lindsay.
and we are Virginia Lou. We come from a very small farm town in Texas called Winnie, like the poo. And we've been, like we were telling him earlier, we've been singing together officially probably for about a year now, and writing music and all those beautiful things. And you know, if you guys wouldn't mind, before we start this song, if you could just close your eyes. I want you to imagine that you're in the middle of a vast ocean, thousands of miles away from anything and anyone. Picture yourself washed ashore on an island that really shows no sign of life. No one's coming for you. No one knows where you're at. You know, for a long time, I felt that way, for years actually. And it was until one day I saw a boat come across the horizon and pointed in my direction. And that boat was Jesus Christ. And this song that we're going to sing, this first song we're going to sing is called Changing My Mind, because that's what he did. I was on an island in the middle of the sea, surrounded by waves crashing the beach. From sun up to sundown, no one but me, as far as my eyes could see. But you sent a boat straight up to the shore. Yeah, I remember the name written on the hull. Peace for the restless, searching for more. So I climbed aboard. Then you took hold of my life, and I've been changing my mind. I thought that no one
changing my mind about who I am, who you are, what that means for me. Don't have to second guess anymore my identity, 'cause you took hold of my life, and I've been changing my mind. Yes, you took hold of my life, and I've been changing my mind.
Thank you. Thank you.
So good, guys. Beautiful.
This is a song I wrote probably around 1980. I'd just gotten back from overseas and ran into my high school girlfriend and hadn't seen her in about 8 or 9 years. And we had a wonderful conversation. She is married, had a good life. And so I went home and was thinking about it and wrote this. Years, I watched them roll away like memories of you that had to fade, and tears that I never cried on lonely nights when I needed you by my side. Life goes on, it just takes time. Now and then you cross my mind. Hello, now don't I know your name? Ain't it strange? The years made so little change in you. And yes, do you still recall the nights when you and I had it all? Life goes on, it just takes time. Do I ever cross your mind? Life goes on, it just takes time. I still have you on my mind.
Beautiful. I love that. Well, I bet you a lot of us can relate to that. Again, all new songs for y'all, but this one's brand new for me. About 8 months ago, my daughter was born. Her name is Delaney. She is my everything. But I wanted to write a song for her, and I wanted to do it a little bit different. So I found out my wife was pregnant, and I was like, I'm going to write the first verse to this song. And then once Delaney is born, I'm going to write her the second verse. And also, it worked out that way because we just got incredibly busy with a newborn. So this is going to be, I've done this once before, and I'm going to try to do it tonight. But this song is called Little Me. I hope y'all enjoy it. I can't wait to talk to you, share all the little things that we'll do, like take a walk on an empty beach where the sand kisses the sea. I've always heard that the nights are long, but the days go fast and they come on strong, and I finally feel like I belong. Little me, when I fall asleep, I dare to dream of tiny scenes, flashing pictures of our future family. 1 and 1 ain't always 3, but if it's meant to be, I still can't believe that a little bit of you is all of me. It's all I'll see when the moment starts to stare right back at me. And finally, I can tell you love is real, and it's everything. No matter if you're in my arms, I won't be far. I'm in the moon and stars, and you'll always be in my heart. Little me, when I fall asleep, I dare to dream of tiny scenes, flashing pictures of our future family. 1 and 1 ain't always 3, but if it's meant to be, I still can't believe that a little bit of golden years will slip away, but you hold on fast and you pray they last, 'cause your mama loves you so, and your daddy, he will never let you go. I can't wait to talk to you.
That's such a sweet song.
Thank you.
All right. So this next song of ours is called Ghost. I feel like a lot of us, probably every one of us, has gone through something in our life, or maybe things have happened to us, and we kind of carry that, with us, the good, the bad, everything. And the bad sometimes always sticks a little more than the good sometimes in our brain. And the thing is, when you come to God with it, He washes everything clean, washes away the shame, washes away the burdens or anything that past mistakes. He washes it all clean. And there's a chorus. It's very simple, and it just goes, I'm not afraid of the ghost no more. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of the ghost no more. I'm not afraid. So you catch on to that. Feel free to sing along. All right, here we go.
I've been broken by the shame. I've been carrying my own weight. There's a certain clarity. I've traded dark for light to see. 'Cause I'm not afraid of the ghosts no more. I'm not afraid of the ghost. I'm not afraid of the ghost no more. I'm not afraid. It's no longer me. Lies they try to hunt me down, where my sanity cannot be found. They ask me, how have you been? They come knocking at my door again, and I'm not afraid of the ghost no more. I'm not afraid of the ghost. I'm not afraid of the ghost no more. I'm not afraid. No. I'm not afraid of the ghost no more. I'm not afraid of the ghost. I'm not afraid of the ghost no more. I'm not afraid. Within a moment, you came to me. My eyes were opened, and you set me free. Within a moment, you came to me. My eyes were opened, and you set me free. Within a moment, you came to me. My eyes were opened, and you set me free. Oh, you set me free. 'Cause I'm not afraid of the ghost no more. I'm not afraid of the ghost. I'm not afraid of the ghost no more. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of the ghost no more. I'm not afraid of the ghost. I'm not afraid of the ghost no more. I'm not afraid. It's no longer me, 'cause you set me free.
This is a song I call Old Man. A lot of you knew my father. He was bad diabetic, and we had to cut one leg off. And so I slept beside his bed on the couch in case he needed anything at night. And one night in my sleep, I hear him quit breathing. And so I get up, I push on his chest, I called to him, and he looks up at me, and he says, "What did you call me back for?" And I thought, whoa, Pop, I'll never do that again. And so I knew our time was short, so I wanted to write a song for him. It's called Old Man. An old man sits on his porch beside the road, unnoticed by the people passing by. On the fast road of life, you never realize the beauty you pass by, it's gone. I will remember you. I will remember you. An old woman stands silent by the man, dreaming of the day their love began. She wonders not out loud of all the people passing by, why only one or two will wave their hand. I will remember you. I will remember you. The cruelties of age, the promised golden days, there's nothing left but pyrite in the pan. The promise of a man is do the best you can and pray the Lord will save you in the end. I will remember you. I will remember you. Who will remember me?
Gorgeous. Thank you all so much for being here. I really want to thank 19 Miles to Music Row for putting this on, and I know I speak for everybody up here and just welcoming us with open arms. That means a lot. So thank you all so much, and the hospitality that you have brought. The church is so beautiful, and letting us come in here and we all just kind of getting together. Art will forever reign supreme, at least to me, and we need it. This is like what keeps us connected as people. Regardless of the language, we can all feel music. It's just like the wind, right? You can't see it, but you sure as heck can feel it. Thank you all. The last thing I'll say is I am an active singer-songwriter, and I've got a song coming out on the 28th. It's going to be on all those streaming platforms and stuff like that. It's pretty easy to remember my name, but it's just Bronco Redahan. So if y'all want to give it a follow, please do. That'd be great. The last song I'm going to do is, the one thing that songwriters have to do is we have to keep our ears open, right? We all have these like receptors. Everybody, not just songwriters, but something that like when you hear it or feel it or see it, it like connects with you, right? And so I'm always kind of listening for the next song to appear out of nowhere, and it doesn't always happen like that. But when it does, you should chase those things. At least I do. And it was just a few years ago, maybe about 2 years ago, I was at a pizza place, and somebody asked, well, where do I pick up this pizza? And the employee was like, just right under the neon right there. And I was like, oh, man, Under the Neon. I know those songs have been written millions of times, but this is my time to write that song. And so this song is called Under the Neon. It's kind of my attempt at classic country. I love Tom T. Hall and Bob Willis and all these guys. So this is just kind of my nod to that. Again, thank y'all so much. Thank you to 19 Miles, to Music Row. Y'all are the best. Hope y'all have a great night. Teardrops in the crying rain, save those for another day. And it doesn't matter if we stay, all my stuff's packed anyway. And I'm looking at you, but you're so far away. I wanna take you to a place we could both get away, a quiet little bar I know, where we could float away. Under the neon, we'll be kissing and hugging and holding each other soon. No other lover can compare you to another under this big old moon. And we're swaying back and forth to the rhythm of a song. It feels like we've been dancing all night long, and I'm giving you all my best moves. under the neon. Life can sometimes bring you pain and feelings that can't be explained. I want to tell you everything, like where I've been or why you bring me so much joy. In the middle of the day, I could be sipping on coffee and want to cry out your name, and I'm thinking that I love you in every way. Under the neon, we'll be kissing and hugging and holding each other soon. No other lover can compare you to another under this big old moon. And we're swaying back and forth to the rhythm of a song. It feels like we've been dancing all night long, and I'm giving you all my best moves. Watch you spin so gracefully, feels right, what could go wrong? Don't care about tomorrow or what it brings, hold you forever in my arms. Under the neon, we'll be kissing and hugging and holding each other soon. No other lover can compare you to another under this big old moon. And we're swaying back and forth to the rhythm of a song. It feels like we've been dancing all night long, and I'm giving you all my best moves under the neon. Thank you.
Nice job. Well, like Bronco was saying, we're just so grateful to be with you guys tonight. You could be anywhere else, but you're hanging out with us, so thank you so much. And thank you to 19 Miles. Really appreciate you guys' hospitality. So this final song that we're going to sing for you guys, it was written just kind of looking back, thinking about how as kids, there's a kind of like a little bit of a joke called no one gets a junior Holy Spirit, right? So when Jesus comes into your life, you get all of him. And so it's just nice to reflect and to see how God can guide your life and take you down roads that you may not even know that you'd be going down one day. And so this song is called Honeysuckles because life is so much sweeter with Jesus. And thank you again for being here tonight.
Sweet honeysuckles growing wild on the fence got me thinking about when we were kids. You can't predict the road and see this far, but it always starts with a tug on your heart. You were there when I needed you, fought the lies when I needed truth. I don't wanna know how life will ever be if you weren't walking right next to me. I don't wanna go down any old road if you don't say it's where I'm supposed to go. Like them honeysuckles go wild and free. Jesus, have your way in me. Have your way in me. Like that old oak tree we'd swing out from, roots firm family plate and trunk real strong. You hold me up and keep me safe. Your word is my saving grace. You were there when I needed you. Fought the lies where I needed truth. I don't wanna know how life will ever be if you weren't walking right next to me. I don't wanna go down any old road if you don't say it's where I'm supposed to go. Like them honeysuckles grow wild and free. Jesus, have your way in me. Sweet honeysuckles growing wild on the fence. Got me thinking about when we were kids.
This song here, you'll all know parts of it. It's Amazing Grace, I believe. I wrote this, I think 2018. I really like it. I really liked it a lot. And people I played it for seemed to like it. But yesterday morning, I was reading, and I happened to be in the 10th chapter of Romans, and at the 9th verse it says, you know, if you will confess with your mouth that Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. And I thought, God, that's my song. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. I was blind, but now I see. I believe Jesus is my Savior. He lived and died and rose from the grave for me. Now he sits at the right hand of the Father, where he intercedes for me. Was grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relief. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed. I believe Jesus is my Savior. He lived and died and rose from the grave for me. Now he sits at the right hand of the Father, where he intercedes for me. I believe your amazing grace, this gift you gave to me, fill my life with joy. Your peace I have found. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound found. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound.
That was amazing, right? Y'all got 5 more in you?
Yeah.
I'm sorry we don't have time tonight. You'll have to come back. Would you like to have these guys back to 19 miles? Bronco, thank you very much for being here.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure meeting new people. He's been around for a little while, so maybe we'll run in again.
Yeah, I hope so. I like that. Yeah, thank y'all for listening.
And where can people find you?
I'm
Other than the post office on the wall?
Usually at my house.
At your house? Okay.
At work. No, I'm on Spotify and iTunes and all that stuff, all the streaming platforms, and then like Instagram. I don't do TikTok and all that stuff. I'm not really good at it, but Instagram, I have Instagram, so
All right.
that's where you can. I would certainly appreciate a follow, and I'll give you a follow right back.
And what's your at?
Bronco.Redahan.
Y'all got that?
Thanks.
Everyone, go ahead and add Bronco.Redahan.
There it is.
Thank you, Bronco.
Thank y'all. Thank you, guys.
It was great to have Virginia Lou.
Thank you.
I love that name, don't y'all? Like, it just sounds so wholesome and like.
It's great.
You said it was your mammy's?
My mama, yeah, our
Mama.
mama, yeah,
Sorry,
our
mama.
grandma, yeah.
Well, thank y'all for being here. And
Thank you.
how do we find you guys?
You can find us at virginialou.com. All the social medias, Virginia Lou Music. We have a song out. It's actually turning 100 years old this year called Precious Memories. It's our version. You can actually hear Virginia Lou's voice on it.
Cool.
Whoa.
Technology, right? Pretty
That's
cool.
cool.
And then we have a new single called Little Sparrow coming out this month. And it's actually March 21st. I can officially announce it. And we would love to say hello, give you a hug in the back at our table. It's donation-based. We don't have any prices at our table. And so, yeah, thank you again for having us.
That's a pretty snazzy hat you're wearing there.
Thank you. It's one of ours. It's an
Oh,
original.
you too can take a hat home with you. Okay.
It's true.
Well, thank you guys, you ladies, for being here.
Thank
It's
you
been a
for having
pleasure.
us. It was
Virginia
great.
Lou, ladies and gentlemen. And last but not least, Mr. Charlie Hafner. Thank you for being here, Charlie.
It was an honor to be here with y'all tonight. Thank you for having me.
How do we find you if we want to hunt you down and
Just come out to the shooting range. I'm hanging out there all the time. You're welcome to take a CD. I got some back there. I'd be happy for you to have them. I am on Spotify now, thanks to my son. He's a real musician.
okay.
I just
Wonderful.
play at it, but
And it's Charlie Hafner's how we find you, right? All right. What about social media? Do you have social?
I'm sorry.
Do you have social media, Facebook, Instagram?
Well, no, I'm not that high tech.
Hey. So you can find him at his house. You can find him at the shooting range. And you can find them online. So you can find them everywhere. Thank you again for being here.
Thank you so much.
Stick around. We are going to take a short intermission and let Friendship 7 get set up. There is a little bit of food left. There's a whole lot of merch back there. And just beyond the merch booth, there is a little box where you can throw some money in there because we like to pay our musicians. And this is completely donation-based. You are our sponsors of this evening. So thank you for being here. All right. Are y'all ready?
To rock.
For something you've never seen before here at 19 Miles.
Man,
Yeah?
that makes me nervous
Yeah.
right there.
You want to talk about nervous? I got this text message. Hey, there's this guy. He's a movie writer, and I think he'd be great. I don't know how he is musically, guys, so I cannot vouch for him. I can vouch for the other people on the stage. Okay, they're legit musicians. You probably know some of their stuff.
Really?
But raise your hand if you're on stage and you've been involved in a movie, Cowboys? No, Space Cowboys? Oh, and the movie Reagan? That totally got gypped from the awards the other night, but you know. That's a whole different story.
And I'm not an outraged conservative.
He's very outraged.
He's outraged. I did not write that headline.
He was throwing chairs, everything.
Smashed my guitar. Yeah. Had to borrow this one.
So, I'm told, according to the press release, Howie Klausner, ladies and gentlemen, kidnapped and or blackmailed everyone else on the stage to come play with him. Is that true?
That is a true
Statement. Okay.
What I have on these people, you have no idea. That's
right.
how I get this amazing talent around me. So.
You should have heard them backstage. I mean, in the green room, they were jamming. I think they wrote, 3 new songs? Something like that? We'll see. So Howie Klausner. We also have Benji Gaither, ladies and gentlemen. Is your mom and dad watching?
Mom might be.
Hi, Mom.
Hello, Gloria.
Gloria Gaither. Gloria.
It's her birthday, by the way.
Is it really?
It really is.
Happy birthday, Miss Gloria Gaither.
Should we bust into it?
Yeah, do it.
Well,
Happy birthday.
she's not watching. It'd be weird.
To you. Happy birthday to you. Come on, you're supposed to sing with us. Happy birthday, Gloria Gaither. Happy birthday to you.
You know, he touched me. That's all I'm going to say. If you know, you know. Chris Rodriguez, king. He brought so many guitars with him. I don't know. Are you playing enough songs, or are you going to have to switch in between songs?
I'm going to switch around
on
guitars for different tunings.
Different tunings. Oh. We're going to get an education on guitar as well tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And then we have holding everybody down on the floor because, guitarists tend to rise up, and try to go away. We have Tony Cunningham on bass.
Yeah.
Wearing his blue beads. Now, what was the significance with blue?
It's my favorite color.
Blue is his favorite color. Thank you, Ro, for making sure.
That's deep, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Blue ain't your color.
No.
Oh, come on. Someone got that. And then last but not least on stage, Tabitha Fair. Welcome, Tabitha.
Thank you.
Blasting us up.
And I'm sure that there's going to be a lot of humor and a lot of great songs and a lot of really fun things about to happen. But I would like to introduce you to, is this your first time playing here in Franklin as a band?
As this particular band.
Yes.
Friendship 7.
Friendship 7, ladies and gentlemen. Give them a warm round of applause to the 19 Miles to Music Row stage.
This is our first time playing anywhere.
I've actually never played the guitar in front of people before. I'm really very scared. I'm so scared I'm going to flip it down to Chris Rodriguez. Chris, what do you want to start with?
All right, so I've been asked to begin, and I have a long association with Kenny Loggins. I've probably played guitar on and off with Kenny for 34 years now. And about 3 years into being with him, so this is the mid-90s, we wrote this song for his record called The Unimaginable Life, which had a book in tandem with the release of the record called The Unimaginable Life. And this is that song. So we're talking back in the heyday of Boys to Men and all that kind of stuff. So we're sort of in that territory here. was running from paradise, busy dancing across the night. Then looking up, somebody called my name, but I kept on walking on down just the same. I was living, but not enough. Turning my face from the face of love, then looking up, I'm certain I saw your eyes, and I don't know how, and I don't know why, but I think I'm home. I am not hiding, this time I'm deciding, and I'm showing up, giving all my love. I am not hiding, this time I'm standing here, shouting out forever, I'm home. Freedom was overdue, I was starving for a dream, and the dream was you. Then looking up, well, I saw your face, and I don't know how, and I don't know why, but I think I'm home, yeah. I am not hiding, this time I'm deciding, and I'm showing up, giving all my own. I am not hiding, I am standing here, shouting out forever, baby, I'm home. I am here, and it's more than I could have. I'd almost given up, but darling, now I'm back. I am here, you are real. This time I'm learning to feel I have found paradise in your eyes. I am not hiding, this time I've decided, and I'm showing up, giving all my all. I am not hiding, I am standing here, shouting out forever, baby, I'm home. I am not hiding, this time I've decided, and I'm showing up, giving all my all. I am not hiding, I am standing here, shouting out forever, baby, I'm home. Thank you. I don't know what that is.
We're not sure who that
I
is.
don't think it's any of us. I think it's those monitors.
Wow, that was really great, Chris. We give it up for that. What a great guitar player, man. It's so fun to play with this guy. It's my job to dumb it down a little bit with a little more of a country song. So thanks. I'm Howie Klausner. It's really great to be here. I live right down the street. I love this church. Love hanging out here. And I guess the first thing we should talk about, this really all started with him. And so we're all, Friendship 7 is really a group of probably 20 or 25 people. We move in and out of bands together, play a lot of covers around here. We've done a lot of records, and we just enjoy it. Yes, I'm the movie guy who can blackmail all these people into playing with me. But Tony said one day, why don't we we're wrapping up after a show. He said, let's make a record. And so we drafted all these folks, and we did. It just dropped. We actually, we don't know really what we are other than we have a record and we love playing together. But it's online. It's called friendship7.com. But go look at it if you want. That's not a sell. Does anybody get paid in music anymore? So it's available for you to listen to. Anyway, yeah, man, I left Nashville to go get in the movie business, and it took a little while, but a guy named Clint Eastwood bought a script of mine called Space Cowboys, and I had this wonderful conversation with him. He was just turning 70 at the time we were making this movie, and he said, well, I guess I'm teeing off on the back nine. And I said, what do you mean by that, boss? He said, I'm doing the things I feel like doing right now. So I'm a little shy of 70, but just this one's for him, and I think you might hear a little bit of that in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's out of tune, isn't it?
Here it is.
That's why you should never beat on your guitar. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's cowboys out in space and angels on the moon. But I know this one place gonna go real soon. We're gonna fly now. We're gonna fly. We're gonna fly now. We're gonna fly so high. Well, there's a lot of road ahead, lots and lots of bread, things we never done, things we never said. But we're gonna fly now. We're gonna fly. We're gonna fly now. We're gonna fly so high. Rocket, let it roll. Gonna get this thing off the ground. So jump on in, it's time to go. No better time than now. There's cowboys out in space, angels on the moon. But I know this one place we're gonna go real soon. And we're gonna fly now. Oh, we're gonna fly. We're gonna fly now. We're gonna fly so high. Thank you.
Well, I'm next.
You're next.
Okay. So I'm Benji. Nice to meet y'all. I guess he wanted me to tell some stories. This was, I think I've written some songs, probably better songs, but this was a good story, so I thought I'd play this. I was asked to go write with a guy named Kim Williams. My friend Jeff Sylvie was, you got to write with this guy. He's written a lot of country hits, and he said something about that, and I was like, all right, whatever. And I thought, man, I'm whatever. I was kind of cocky. And so I went to his house. He's got a place in East Tennessee. It's a big cabin on the top of woods, and then we went to his writer's room, and I was looking around and see all these multi-platinum CDs and records and from everywhere. I guess he written a lot of hits. I didn't know he was like that. His story is interesting too. He was about 27 and he was a electrician, and he got blown up in a fire, and spent about 7 years in getting skin grafts in and out of hospitals and stuff. And he finally said, well, I want to go to Nashville. I always wanted to be a songwriter, so I'm going to go to Nashville and try this thing out. And he bummed around to town for a little bit and finally met this manager. He said, I'm trying to get this guy a record deal. You write with him. And Kim's one of those guys, I'll write with anybody, And it was Garth Brooks, so that was his first big rising. And then he had a lot of the Garth Brooks hits, and then he had Alan Jackson hits. Anyway, I go write with him, and I learn really fast that I'm the worst writer in the room. I'm like, gosh, these guys are good. And Kim was just, going. And we wrote some good songs. I contributed. I had a line here and there. That was okay. Kind of holding my own. But anyway, I think the next day we came, and finally Kim turned to me and says, you got anything, Benji? And I was like, I don't know. And I did have a song that I thought it was really brilliant. And so I finally said, well, I got something, but I don't think, no, play it. Okay, so I kind of, and it's a long road to Denver. No. It's a long, I'm looking around, road to Denver. No. And the room was quiet. Everybody's looking around. Jeff's over there going, what's that mean? I was like, I don't know. Let's just move on. And Kim goes, I may never be that high again. And just like that, we're like, a song about regret. And we wrote that thing in 5 minutes. But to tell that song, that the reason I wanted to tell that story is because that was the first of many times I wrote with Kim, and he was such a gracious writer. He would write with anybody, and he had a way of not making you feel like you were nothing. I mean, he was like, he made you feel like you were, and then he had a way of just hooking a song like that just made it great. And by the way, this is, my wife's back here. This is one of your favorite songs I wrote, isn't it? Or maybe the favorite song, I don't know. But I'm going to do it for you. So, Long Road to Denver. Sitting here tonight down in the valley, a lonesome wind whispering through the pine. Once again I find my mind wandering to another place some other time. Sweeter than wine, oh, it's a long road to Denver, winding through my memory with no end. And it's a long road to Denver. I may never be that high again. But every night she sat at that same table, listening to me playing my sad songs. I held her just as long as I was able, but the wind don't stay in one place very long. Like a fool, I moved on, but it's a long road to Denver.
river for too many miles. But after all these years, I can see her smile. Oh, it's a long road to Denver, winding through my memory with no end. It's a long road to Denver. I may never be that high again. I may never be that high again. That me or you?
No, it's Chris. Yeah, we're both out on that string. Chris,
Yes.
what you got for us?
This song's called Tuning. You hear it all the time.
We love this song.
So, I wrote this song in 98 and 1999 with a buddy of mine, Tommy Sims, very incredible songwriter. And we got it cut by a guy named Darwin Hobbs, gospel artist out of Atlanta. And then my publisher, a year later, sent it to Earth, Wind, and Fire. Anybody remember Earth, Wind, and Fire out there?
I have a vague remembrance of that, yeah.
And they cut it on their next record. And so my story is this. They loved our original version on Darwin, Hobbs. And my publisher calls and says, hey, Maurice White, who's lead singer and founder of Earth, Wind, and Fire, he's going to fly into Nashville at your convenience. Can you work with him? And he wants to use your track, or at least re-record it in the right key. So he flew in to Nashville, and I pick him up at the airport and take him straight out to a studio in Franklin, about a mile from here. And we spent a whole day and a half reworking the song in the key that he wanted it in. And then he took the bones, the tracks of what we did. He went back to LA, and 6 months later, it's on a Earth, Wind, and Fire record, which is like a dream come true for me. And it's a song that's blatantly about heaven, so he did not mind the overtly gospel overtones in the song. And for a pop band, I thought that was pretty cool that they just decided to go with the gospel flow in the song. And it's called Wonderland, and I called it that because I wanted to do a double play on the fact that it was very influenced by the music of Stevie Wonder, and he had a group of musicians called Wonderland, and I decided to use Wonderland as a metaphor for heaven, and this is that song. And this is my friend, Tabitha Fair. Can we hear it for Tabitha Fair? Yeah. Tabitha has toured with everybody from Sting to Steely Dan to Carole King. Your native tribe?
Chickasaw.
Chickasaw,
Yeah.
and your uncle is
The governor of the Chickasaw Nation.
Chickasaw Nation,
Yeah.
yeah. So she does a lot of stuff for the Chickasaw Nation. And what was the name of the movie?
Oh, it's a film called Teata.
Teata.
I don't know if you guys have heard of that.
Yeah.
But my tribe did that film, and I had the theme song in the film. So.
And I wrote this song as a duet, and I 48 hours ago asked Tabitha if she would sing it. So, because it's hard to do a song that's a duet by myself. So,
hey Chris, before we start, hey Bill, up in the sound booth. I'm going to unplug this guitar, and I don't want to pop their ears because this is not my song. I'm going to go tune up backstage if you don't mind. Everybody, hold your ears just in case. It's really terrible. 1, 2, 3.
Benji's going to play bongos though on his guitar.
I do that sometimes.
Yeah.
Come on in and enter as a child. Always wear a smile. All the laughter here, all the while. The flag of salvation waves around. Freedom here abounds. The joy and the sound calls my name. On this day, I know my heart is free in Wonderland. And it's all because of you, my Lord. And all my eyes can see in Wonderland. Every day's a sunny day. Leave behind your shame and your disgrace. Here they have no place. You will wear the garment of His grace. The rising sun will never set again. Sorrow's at its end. Every word that's spoken, shout amen. Take me there. You know my heart is free in Wonderland. And it's all because of you, my Lord. And all my eyes can see in Wonderland. Every day is a sunny day. Every day's a world of peace, peace.
40 years, and it's still the most stressful thing of all when a string goes out and then you just can't get it tuned. So anyway, thank you for your patience. That was really nice of you. I guess I should plug this thing back in. Hold your ears again, everybody. So it's my turn to tell a story. It's another movie story. Oh, that's so much better. Thank you. So it was in 2006. I fell into making this film. It was a documentary, and it was in Billings, Montana. And the story was, I fell into this thing. It was essentially it's a little movie called Outlaw Dreams. And the story was 22 black guys went to play indoor football in the lowest rung of the professional football ranks and the whitest city in America. And I didn't know what was going to happen, but I knew something good on film was going to happen. It was wonderful. It was just one of these great stories. But I really connected to this one guy. And here's the thing, these guys make $200 a game. I mean, so they drive school buses, they work at Home Depot. But the one thing they've got in common is they haven't let go of that dream. Some of them were, just out of college, they're just 1 second away from the NFL, and he didn't quite make it. A couple of them were ex-NFL players, and this is the end. And it's as good as it's ever going to get. But there's this one guy named Travis, and he was this really kind of intense guy, and you knew that he knew this is the end of the road for me. And you could just see in his eyes the whole way that, this is my dream. I don't know what I'm going to do when this is over. And so I wrote the song for this movie, which, of course, I directed it and decided that, this song didn't really work in the movie. But I still love it, so I want to play it for you. And this is for him. So.
Somewhere west of paradise, saw it once, maybe twice, always just out of reach it seems. It always comes late at night when the world's asleep and my mind is right. I remember this dream. Back on the side of a road, I'll tear through the road in all the years. It's blood and sweat and broken hearts, still I'm right here. Ooh, it's just a dream. The world that turns so dang fast, nothing good ever lasts. Another day to work again. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Most of the time it's between the two. Still you're just outside looking in. But still you lie awake at night thinking about the days. What is, what was, what still could be. One more shot to take. Rising up one last time, one last go, one last scene, last man standing, just a dream. It's just a dream. It's maybe twice, always just out of reach it seems.
I want to do that chorus again.
I'm sorry. We'll do it after the live stream.
No, I don't want to do it that bad. What is it? Me now again?
You're up, buddy.
We go out of turn though sometime here, don't we? Because you're doing the last song. Okay, this one I wrote with my friend Marsh Hall, who this is right after 9/11, so we were gonna write anyway, and I don't know how many, maybe a month after that, maybe, I don't know, a couple weeks, 3 weeks. Anyway, he had come over, and we were, of course, just sitting in front of the TV because that's what we did after 9/11. If y'all remember, just kind of couldn't get away from the TV because we didn't know what else was going to happen. And so we were going to write, and we couldn't think of anything to write because this was just on our mind. And of course, everybody's getting their "We Hate Bin Laden" songs out, and "Don't Forget," and America songs. And I said, "What are you thinking?" And Marsh said, "All I can think of is Carry Us On. I mean, where do we go from here?" And it's like, he just kept thinking, I just kept thinking, carry us on, Holy Father, carry us on through your Son. Give us strength to move on when our hope is gone. Holy Father, carry us on. So we sat down and wrote that pretty fast. Another one of those 5-minute songs. And we ended up recording that on and my dad had done, they were going to do a video in Carnegie Hall anyway in New York, and it ended up being kind of a 9/11 video, and we sang that on that video shoot, and it turned out to be really, really powerful. And so this was our kind of 9/11 song. Let's play it for you. Through our tears and our pain, when the whole world seems so unexplained, oh Father, carry us on through the shouts and the fears, when this angry world makes our way seem unclear. Holy Father, carry us on, carry us on, Holy Father, carry us on through your Son. Give us the strength to move on when our strength is gone. Holy Father, carry us on. Holy Father, carry us on. Sometimes hate in our hearts can tear brothers and sisters apart. Oh, but Father, we know you'll carry us on. And as long as we have love and we look to the heavens above, Holy Father, you're gonna carry us on, carry us on, Holy Father, carry us on through your Son. Give us the strength to move on, for our strength is gone. Holy Father,
Father, carry us on. Carry us on, Holy Father, carry us on through your Son. Give us the strength to go on when our strength is gone. Holy Father, carry us on. Holy Father, carry us on.
Great song.
One sec.
That'll work with that.
Okay.
You know, while he's doing, life is a funny bunch of full circles. I'm probably not telling anything you don't already know. I've actually known this guy since 1973. He was still in his mother's stomach at that point.
I was
but,
3. I was 3.
You're 3 years old. I was growing up in Nashville, and I got drafted into this children's choir singing for this gospel group I've never even heard. I couldn't sing. They had like 18 girls, and they really needed some boys. And so I joined this thing called the Sunday School Picnic, and the Bill Gaither Trio did like 5 children's records, and here's this little punk from West Nashville, and suddenly I'm just running around with the Gaithers all over the country and singing gospel songs. And he was about 3 years old, running around on the stage in the middle of shows. So I've known Ben. We've produced movies together. We've been in about 9 bands together. So here's the friendship, man, and thanks a lot for just hanging out with us.
Yeah, that was later. Maybe I was 5 or 6 because I remember this. A whole bunch of kids came over to my mom and dad's house, and they have a pond and all that stuff, and they were all fishing and swimming and having fun. And my mom, before they came over, they all came over, and I was all excited, but my mom made me take a nap. Were you there that day?
I was there.
And they photo shooted the whole thing and have fun, and I was
man.
crying, I don't want to take a nap. And I did. I took a nap, and when I woke up, they were all gone.
The inflatable slide was gone. The bouncy house gone.
I've never forgiven her for that. I'm just like... Chris?
See you top that story.
Well, I don't know how this ties into that. Hold on, let me get us there. 9/11, that's a good place. I had a short stint as an A&R guy at Word Records from 2001 to 2004, which was, I picked the worst time to get in the record business because I started the job 3 weeks after 9/11. Everything was in free fall. But I guess I got that job because I had done a record on Word a year or 2 earlier called Beggar's Paradise as an artist. And then life got in the way, and I couldn't work the record for many reasons. And but this is the title track of that record. And then subsequently, like 18 months later, I'm an A&R guy wearing a suit for the first time in my life, and I'm like, what am I doing here? But it was where the world was, and it was also sort of the beginning of Napster, and music is free and everything. We're starting to download songs, but this was sort of my pre 9/11, post 9/11 life, Beggar's Paradise. And what note is that? Is that a G flat? We're in that weird key. Yeah.
Yep.
I've heard it said before, you gotta look hard, you gotta find the door, and you will see a bigger love will be revealed to you. The simple truth will set you free. Well, I'm desperate, broken down, out of touch. I need a good friend, something steering me way off the road. Take a look inside my life and see the whole story. Take a look inside with my heart in your hand. Take me away, don't wanna miss the glory. Will you love me once, forgive me twice, and take me to beggar's paradise? 'Cause I'm needing you. There was a time when I was skipping wild like a little child. It was all alright. I was without a care. I felt your loving in the air all day and night. Now I'm desperate, broken down, out of touch. I need a good friend. I can see your bright light up ahead. Can you bring that little child back again? Take a look inside my life and hear the whole story. Take a look and you will find my heart in your hand. Take me away, don't wanna miss the glory. Will you love me once, forgive me twice, and take me to beggar's paradise? 'Cause I'm needing you. Take a look inside my life and hear the whole story. Take a look and you will find my heart in your hand. Take me away, don't wanna miss the glory. Will you love me once, forgive me twice, and take me to beggar's paradise? 'Cause I'm needing you.
It was. Yeah, I don't know if you guys do this, but I write a lot of my. I mean, I wake up thinking of songs, like, and I dream them, or like I'm watching somebody. Yeah. By the way, if you do that and you think, oh, I'll remember it tomorrow because it's like 4 a.m. Like, I'll remember. You will never remember it.
Never in a million years.
Get your phone out and see how. Here's one of them. And my wife's like, you know, the sound machine's going, our sound machine, and she'll hear me in another room going, and I'm tired. And she's like, what are you doing? I'm like, yeah, here's what I had to play you this because this is one of them. I whistled it at first. You hear a sound machine in the background.
Man.
So that's how that give you that. So, you know, I'm tired, but the song actually ended up pretty good. It was like. But see, it was kind of cool, but you got to put those down or you'll forget that.
Do you want to hear the movie version of that?
What?
So, exact same scene. And my wife finally kicks me and says, whatever you're tossing and turning about, just go write it down. And I wrote it. I was like, okay, man, I think this is probably going to be the biggest movie I've ever written. I run to the next room. I was like, okay, man. Okay. Wake up in the morning. Most of it is completely illegible except boy meets girl. Yeah. And one day I'm going to write that movie.
I probably could have remembered that
yeah.
one.
Yeah, it wasn't there. We're here because of him. And when we first started going, I said to Tony, I said, okay, so what I want to do is I want to sing this part, and you're going to sing this part, and then I want you to, and he gives me this long blank look. This is the first show we ever played live, and he looks at me and just goes, I do not sing. And he doesn't sing. But when we're in the studio and we're working together, you can't shut this guy up. You haven't said a single word since we got here.
You guys have such interesting stories.
We really do. And you don't take that seriously at all, do you? Anyway.
I'm the side man of the group. Don't let them fool you.
So Tony, give us a little. I mean, and so I'll start because he won't tell you this. So this guy grows up in DC, in the DC area, and he's kind of a prodigy on this instrument. But before that, he was playing cello in the symphony.
No, I was playing bass.
You were playing bass in the symphony. See, I don't even get my facts right. Anyway, all I do know is you were traveling around the world playing that thing.
Yeah.
Well, and so somehow you end up in Atlanta and Nashville. Why don't you just tell us quickly that story? Because there's a couple of good names attached.
Hey,
to
you
that.
told me a story that's pretty good. You told me you were traveling so much you were tired and did the next session and fell asleep and still did it.
All right, so I have a friend of mine in Atlanta, and I don't know what Houston is doing now, but we used to do an album for a young lady out of Miami. She did salsa music, and she did a lot of Latin music. And I found out later on she was up for a Latin Grammy for some of the stuff that we did. But I have been working nonstop 7 days a week for about 6 months straight. And he called me for the session for her. And I said, cool, I'll be there. And it was like 12 midnight when I got there. I was leaving the gig, going there. And so he said, I'm gonna put the first song on. I said, okay, cool. So he put the first song on, we got through it, no problem. He said, I'm gonna put the second song on. And I said, fine. And it was a fast salsa, okay? And so he put the song on. I fell asleep. When the song went off, I woke up. He said, do you want to hear it again? I said, no, man, let's just try it, you know. So song came on. I fell asleep. Song stopped. I woke up. And he said, do you want to hear what you did? And I was like, you guys satisfied with it? And they were like, yeah.
That's the best bass playing you've ever done in your
Best
life.
bass playing. And so she paid me. Apparently I did okay. I left and I called him back and I said, man, I know you're going to get rid of that bass part. He said, we're still amazed that you played that music in your sleep. Because I was out. I had been like really working hard, and that was kind of the end of that 6 month stint. But yeah, literally playing in my sleep.
Are you saying that playing with us is like the same thing?
How many times you fell asleep?
He was asleep a few minutes ago.
No.
He wasn't moving at all. So, all right, we have like one legitimate, like I'm talking, guys, hit in this group within the last not too long ago. And Benji, why don't you tell us a little bit about that? And
George Strait cut up my songs on this last record. This is interesting because, thanks. If you download the record, it's the first song on his new project. But this song we wrote here again with Kim Williams, and it comes across like a drinking song, but it kind of wasn't. When we started writing this, again, we were in Kim Williams' writing room, and he was talking about, this is about the time Al Qaeda was going crazy and all this stuff. And he goes, boy, those guys I think those guys would chill out a lot if they just have a drink. If they could have a drink, because they can't drink, And we started laughing about that, and he said something about, I think he's just 3 drinks behind. And he said, I think Humphrey Bogart said that Kim was well read. And so he was like, I think Humphrey Bogart said 3 drinks, but let's write a song that the whole world's just 3 drinks behind. And I said, okay, that's fun. So we wrote this, and the initial story is we wrote it in 3/4. Like, I guess we were like doing like a
waltz.
Yeah. Set 'em up, Joe. Set 'em up all around. Like that. There ain't no good reason for anyone to fail. So we wrote it like that, and we pitched it, and George, it seemed like every album he cut, because we pitched it to him, and it would be the 11th song, and he would always drop it in the last second. We were like, I bet a lot of songwriters have that story. Anyway, but his manager Irv, who's not with us anymore, he passed away last year. But he said, there's something about it. It was depressing. I'm like, depressing? It's kind of a fun song. But then we started thinking, I think it's that 3/4 like drunk Irish. Oh, Joe. So we're like, I started thinking, why don't I re-demo that and make it like a Tom Petty, like Learning to Fly, like a learning to fly. But I ain't got wings, that kind of say, set 'em up, Joe. So I started doing it, and the cool thing about this song is that, I wrote it in 3/4, so it's like, is it 3/4 or 6/8? Is there a difference? 2/2. Anyway, yeah, but there's a second measure, so it's like, set 'em up, Joe, set 'em up all around. So there's a 2-bar in there. There ain't no good reason for anyone to feel down. So yeah, so it's like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, because that's how the lyric fell. But it ended up kind of making a song. So I'll do that for you. This bar's where I come to when life gets to me. At night without thinking, it's just what I need. If it feels like things happen for no reason or rhyme, it's just that the whole world is 3 drinks behind. So set 'em up, Joe, set 'em up all around. There ain't no good reason for anyone to feel down. Half empty, half full, it's on your state of mind. It's just that the whole world is 3 drinks behind. The jukebox, good buddies, pretty women are here. What we need is a little more love and less fear. Hey, it's not that $1 ain't worth a dime. It's just that the whole world is 3 drinks behind. So set 'em up, Joe, set 'em up all around. There ain't no good reason for anyone to feel down. Half empty, half full, it's on your state of mind. It's just that the whole world is 3 drinks behind. So set 'em up, Joe, set 'em up all around. There ain't no good reason for anyone to feel down. Half empty, half full, it's on your state of mind. Yeah, it's just that the whole world is 3 drinks behind. It's just that the world is 3 drinks behind. 3 drinks behind. 3 drinks behind. There you go.
Well, thanks a lot. The old clock on the wall is kind of telling us that this is our last song. And I just want you to know how much we enjoyed this. And
This is fun.
yeah, man, we'd love to come back sometime. Man, you're a great audience.
Yeah,
man. You're just, thank you. You're fun. You're into it.
And you let us do drinking songs in the
They
church.
love the drinking songs. That guy was asleep until the drinking song started. I saw that. So, you know, I guess we've been talking about just a little bit, just made reference to the whole 9/11 thing. And, you know, it's I don't think I need to tell anybody that, you know, the whole thing is we just seem to, the further we go as a race in a society, we just seem to we're kind of losing the whole being good to each other. And I'm not saying anything that nobody knows. And I want to tell you, if you don't mind me telling this squinchy story here, it was right when all the stuff was really going down in 2020. And, you know, that whole George Floyd thing happened. And he and I had a session scheduled together. And I walk in, and I'm looking at him. He's looking at me. He's like, "What's the matter with you?" I said, I don't know how to be right now. And he looks at me and he goes, "What are you talking about?" I said, "You know, the thing, the thing." And he looks at me and he says, "Hey, man, there ain't no answer to any of this but Jesus."
Yep.
Yeah. And this is a song that came out of that. I am one voice, lost in a world of noise. You can listen if you want to. It's your own show. Life is for living, love is for giving. Time won't wait for you, it goes faster every day. One voice, still and small. One voice, saying it all. Well, I am one voice, I'm calling out to you. You know what I gotta say, you know what you got to do. The world is loud and cold, gets meaner every day. Listen to me, listen to what I'm saying. Oh, one voice, still and small. One voice, saying it all. One voice, still and small. One voice, saying it all. There's just no use in shouting. There's too much shouting anyway. No one listens to you shouting. Nobody hears what you say. In the dark, you can listen if you want to, but listen with your heart. Life is for living, love is for giving, and I won't wait for you, it goes faster every day. Oh, one voice, still and small. One voice, saying it all. One voice, still and small. One very much. We'll see you next time.
Friendship 7, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. That was amazing. Y'all got 3 more? No,
Except
I'm
there's
just
only
kidding.
5 of us. Wait.
1, 2, 3, 4. Uh-oh. Jody. Well, Howie Klausner, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Benji Gaither. Chris Rodriguez. Tony Cunningham. And the one prettying up the joint, Miss Tabitha
Classing
Fair.
us up. And you!
Yes, and thank you for coming to 19 Miles to Music Row. Next month, we'll be right back here on the first Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. There is some merch still back there. I still see some. Virginia Lou is back there. I know.